Hello, my name's Neil Redfern and I'm the Executive Director of the Council for British Archaeology, and I'm out here filming in York today to welcome you to our CBA Festival of Archaeology 2021. The festival runs from the 17th of July to the 1st of August, and we're really excited that this year's theme is all about exploring local places. So, to help us understand what our theme of the festival this year actually means, exploring local places, I've come to one of my favourite places in York. This is King's Square. Well known for tourists, well known for having street acrobats, actually street performers. But it's also got a different history, a different story. It's not just where you come to watch those street performers or enter into the shambles. This is actually the site of a former church. And if we stood here 100 years ago in the 1930s, we'd have actually seen Christ Church, or often known as Holy Trinity Church, right on this location. Indeed, we had actually been standing inside that church right now. It was demolished in 1935, and if you come here, there's very little to actually see of that church. But there are clues. If you look behind me, the raised area behind us, that's not actually the church, that's actually the churchyard. And yes, there are people buried there still, because in 1935 they decided it was too difficult to remove all the bodies. So again, what you find when you explore local places is stories are hidden, stories have different meanings, places change and evolve over time. This fine tree that I'm standing on at the moment to try and keep out of the rain, again, it wasn't here 100 years ago. We were literally in a completely different place. It would have felt different. This square would hardly look like a square. It actually was completely filled by the church. But I love the fact that when you see people walking around here, do they even know that? Do they know that most of them are walking through the site of the church? I often bring students here and I ask them to go and find the church, and I give them a picture. And it's not until they've actually walked through the entire body of the church and standing where the actual altar was that I tell them what they've actually done. Again, observing, looking about you, trying to find those clues to how our environment has changed over time is something that's really exciting. And that's what the festival's about this year, exploring those local places, unlocking those local stories, and really giving depth and meaning to the places in which we live, work, study and grow. We want to hear from you about the places and the spaces that really matter to you. To do this, we've set up an area on our festival website where you can actually upload photographs and stories of the places that really matter to you. We've called this project Exploring the Stories of Spaces and Places. We're really pleased to be doing this project in collaboration with the University of Southampton. They're going to work with us to have a look at the places you choose and the stories you actually tell us and the words you might choose to describe your feelings about that place, so that we can better understand the health and well-being benefits of the environment around us. So it's not just about how you explore places, but it's about what those places feel and mean to you. This is really important to help us understand how we might manage those places and how we might look after them for future generations. Because again, our actions today are fundamentally important to understanding why we should look after the environment around us and what it actually means to us. So I really hope you'll actually embrace the stories of spaces and places, get on the website, upload your photographs and stories, join in with all the activities on the festival, and really get something that you can take away to create new levels of understanding about the places in which you live and work.